In middle school, words aren't just words, they are powerful weapons. They can also be great gifts. The right words can gain you a new friend, but the wrong words can make you enemies. Words can come back to haunt you. They wriggle under your skin and start to itch. Sometimes they can even change things forever. Posted by John Anderson is about middle schoolers at Branton Middle School, and how they aren't allowed to have their cell phones out of school, so they begin putting Post-its on each other's lockers to communicate with each other. This seems like a good idea, right? But when these notes get cruel and out of hand, it could change everything. Post-it is available in fiction A&D.
Hi Gettys Middle School, I'm Riley, and today I'm here to tell you about the book Baseball and Softball, Success on the Diamond. Because the sports are so similar, baseball and softball athletes benefit from the same exercises, conditioning, and nutritional plans that allow them to perform at their best. This book tells you about all the cool things in baseball and softball, like the different kinds of players, including catchers, fielders, and pitchers. This book also helps you know how to stay safe while playing, like to always wear your protective gear and how you should always stay hydrated. I would really recommend this book if you play or are interested in baseball and softball. And you can find this book in 796 DOU.
There's something strange lurking behind the basement door. Hey everyone, we finally got the series you've all been waiting for. Amulet is here! 12-year-old Emily Hayes and her family move into their mother's ancestral home after her father's death. On the family's very first night in the mysterious house, a strange noise draws them towards the basement, where Emily and her brother Naven meet a strange tentacled creature, and it kidnaps their mom. The kids chase the creature down a spiral stairway and find themselves in a strange magical world. Now it's up to Emily and Naven to figure out how to set things right and save their mother's life. This is one of my absolute favorite graphic novel series, and we have all the books 1 through 7. Book 8 is coming soon, but we only have one copy of each, and you can find the series in the graphic novel section of the library under KIB.
Hi Gettys Middle School, Mackenzie here to tell you about a book called Eyewitness Shark. If you read this book, then you will be diving into a very fascinating world of sharks. You will read about tiny dwarf dogfish to a very ferocious and mean great white. If you read this book, you will see the inside of a shark's mouth, find out how the cookie cutter shark got its name, and so much more. Sharks are not my favorite at all. But this book was very interesting. If you want to read this book, you can find it in nonfiction under 597.3 MAC.
Hello, Bookwunch fans! Ready for some new graphic novels sure to blow your mind? I am Kira, and I'm excited to tell you about a wonderful H-book series called Vermonia. Vermonia has been destroyed by ex-general, now Lord Boros. Before Vermonia was destroyed, however, the Queen asked her ministers to go to the Turtle Realm and hide until the warriors from the Blue Star are ready to take on the burden of saving the fate of 3 worlds. The 4 ministers get ambushed on their way and imprisoned into the shrines by Lord Boros and his minions. Will the 4 friends save the worlds, or will the effort be for nothing? I loved this series because of all the danger and suspense in the plot. If you enjoyed the Legend of Zelda graphic novel series, you will love Vermonia. You can find it in the graphic novel section under GC YOY.
Hi, my name is Jacob, and I'm excited to tell you about a new book called Missing in Action by Dean Hughes. It's about a 12-year-old boy named Jay Thacker. Jay's father is in the military and is fighting in World War II. Jay has not heard from his dad in months. Jay is trying to convince everyone that his father is a hero and really a POW, and is not gone forever. Jay also faces some truths about his new friend Ken, who lives on a Japanese internment camp nearby. I recommend this book because it allows you to feel the tension between the Japanese and the Americans, and how it was like to live with a family member gone and to fight in the war. I think this would be a great book if you like books by Dean Hughes or Chris Lynch, books about the military or historical fiction. You can get a copy of Missing in Action in Fiction HUG.
Hello there. My name is Alex, and I'm here to tell you about a book called Hunting by Beth Landis Hester. Don't know how to use a gun properly? Don't worry, this book will tell you what to do when hunting. It also comes with some definitions of some words, just in case you don't know the meaning of them. I like this book because my family and I like eating different meats. For example, I have had alligator and my mom has had frog legs. So if you are a hunter or you want to be one, then this is the book for you. Just make sure the deer doesn't kick you. You can find this book in 799 HES.
Hey Book Bunch fans! I'm Lucia,
And I'm Anna.
and we're here to tell you guys about one of our all-time favorite Purrfect picks called
Match by Ali Condi,
Matched is about Cassia, a 17-year-old girl.
who lives in a dystopian universe, which is basically a future that's very different and usually unpleasant. Anyways, Cassia lives in a dystopian universe where when you turn 17, there's
A big matching ceremony is performed to see who your soulmate in life was going to be.
or so you thought.
When Cassia swipes her micro card for the first time, she sees her obvious match.
Xander.
But when Cassia swipes her micro card for the second time, she sees someone who is not Xander.
Ugh, I hate cliffhangers.
Well, Anna, you just have to read Matched to find out what happens next.
Okay, I guess you're right. I should read this book and you should too. You can find it in the Purrfect Picks Under C.
Want to read more?
You can find the other amazing books of the Match trilogy
Such as Crossed and Reached.
in Fiction Under CON.
Or you can put it on hold using Fall at Destiny. Hope you guys enjoy.
Get to reading.
Hello there. My name is Jacob, and I'm excited to tell you about 442 by Dean Hughes. It's about a teenager named Yuki who lives in a Japanese internment camp and enlists in the U.S. Army. You might not know it, but after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor during World War II, almost 120,000 Japanese Americans were made to leave their homes and live in American internment camps. Yuki was put into a segregated regiment that is made up of only Japanese American soldiers. When Yuki returns from the war, he faces persistent prejudice. I really enjoyed this book because it explained how the Japanese Americans faced prejudice during World War II and explains war from a different perspective. I think this would be a great book if you like books that have war in them and have characters who grab your attention. You can find this book in Fiction section HUG.
Goodbye, no. No. Club, and there's a bridge. She started wearing cat ears to school, and it's the Miss Con. I can't catch it when I hand it. Miss Connell is adding an awesome new Purrfect pick to the media center. It's called Goodbye Stranger, and it's by Rebecca Stead. A long time ago, best friends Bridge, Emily, and Tab made an agreement to never fight with each other. But at the start of 7th grade, everything changes. Emily's curvy figure starts to attract attention, and Tab is suddenly a member of the Human Rights Club. And then there's Bridge. She's starting to wear cat ears at school, and is the only one who's tempted to draw funny cartoons. It's also the beginning of 7th grade for a guy named Sherm. He wonders what it means to fall for a girl, as a friend. As Valentine's Day gets closer, the girls have begun to wonder about their friendship. Can they grow up without growing apart? You can find Goodbye Stranger in the Purrfect Picks under the letter S.
Hey, my name is Brandon, and I'm here to tell you about Booked. It's about a 12-year-old soccer player named Nick Hall. Nick learns the power of words as he struggles with problems at home and stands up to bullies and tries to impress the girl of his dreams. Helping him along is his best friend and sometimes teammate, Kobe, and the Mac, a rapping librarian, and who gives Nick inspiring books to read. This book is written in verse, like the crossover in Rebound. I love the way it's written. And also, I love soccer. You can find Booked in Fiction ALE.
Hey kiddies, Book Bunch member here, and you really need to listen. 4 new Geronimo Stilton books have arrived at the library. We now have Dinosaurs in Action, Play It Again Mozart, The Weird Book Machine, and Geronimo Stilton Saves the Olympics. If you want to read these books, you can find them in the graphic collection under STI.
We have a brand new book by the author of Awkward and Brave. It's called Crush, and it's about another one of the students at Berrybrook Middle School. George seems to have it all together. He's big enough that nobody really messes with him, but he's also a genuinely sweet guy with a solid, reliable group of friends. The only time he ever really feels off his game is when he crosses paths with a certain girl. George finds it difficult to maintain his friendships with guys while learning how to express his feelings to a girl. Did you know that guys have drama too? If you liked Awkward, Brave, or any of Raina Telgemeier's graphic novels, you will love Crush. You can find it in the graphic novel collection under CHM.